hello. Now, tonight we're going to talk about our new coach call training. This is call number 4, and we're going to talk about your power hour and the importance of getting to Emerald. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so creating your power hour and the importance of getting to Emerald. So hopefully you had watched the call number 3, and we talked about your daily checklist and how to set up your page and how to start connecting with people, right? So what is your power hour? Remember when we first talked to you about how you could do this business in an hour a day? That's your power hour. So if you have been, hopefully, in each of our weekly calls, our new coach calls, at the end, I've given you assignments every day. At the end of the first, it was just connecting with people and sending, messages to them and that. And then it was about how to invite. And if you've been doing all of those assignments all along, a little by little each week, then that altogether creates your power hour, okay? So this hour is your time to focus on business building activities, AKA money-making activities, okay? So this is the time that you're going to focus on everything from the most important to the least important. So it's very, very important during this time, this hour, that you turn off your notifications. You do not look at your notifications. This is not, it's not necessarily, you don't need to be scrolling Facebook or checking your notifications, okay? This is time for you to connect with people, talk to people, add some friends, get in your groups, post in your groups, invite some people. In, you're out, an hour. Then you go on about your day, go have fun with your family, right? So, in the last call, we talked about your daily checklist. So remember, we created 2 pieces of paper. On one side was your daily checklist of all your activities, and on the second piece of paper was how we listed it out, creating your friends, right? Who you were going to connect with, who were you going to go out and like and comment on their posts, who were you going to just send a message to reconnect with them during the day, who were you going to send thank yous to, who've liked your post, talking to people who've commented on your post, people you want to invite to a group, people you want to invite to the coaching opportunity. We've laid out your paper. If you haven't watched coach call number 3, the new coach call number 3, then I highly suggest you go back and watch that, okay? The daily checklist this is your power hour, right? It's doing your workout, drinking your Shakeology, listening to your personal development. Those 3 things probably will fit in your power hour right now, but as you grow, they may not. You might have to separate out your time, okay? Sending your 3 to 5 new friend requests, contacting 3 to 5 existing friends, just reconnecting with people, talking to people, making friends, that's it. Inviting 3 to 5 people to join your challenge group or your team, posting on social media, right? Like, that's your job. This is it. 3 to 5 people is a minimum. If you want to grow a business and you want to make an income, then you need to increase those numbers. It's that simple in this business. This business is about numbers, okay? But I went through all of that in the other calls, so you can refer back to those calls. So what are business building activities? Business building activities are connecting and talking to people, so just making friends, whether that's on social media or it's out in public, right? It's just talking to people. Not about Beachbody, not about Beachbody. It's just talking to people about life in general, about your kids, about going to the park, about what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? What are you guys going on for Christmas? Are you taking any holidays? Did you do anything over the summer? Whatever time of year it is, you're talking about those things, right? Inviting people that you're connecting with. So if you've watched our the new coach call number 2, we went through the 7-step process about how you make new friends. Liking and commenting on their posts for a couple of days, then sending them a private message, having a message in private with them. Then you're going to invite them. That's like a 1-week process, right? So it becomes very natural. You start getting into a rhythm. So today is Wednesday. So everyone I connect with today, I'm going to like and comment on some things over the next couple of days, and I'm going to get into a private conversation with them. And then by next Wednesday, I'm going to invite them to my group. You're following up with people. Remember, again, hopefully you're watching all the new coach calls, but in call number 3, we talked about following up. If you are a professional follows up with people, okay? So that's why you're writing names down. You're going to write your names down, and anyone that says now's not the right time for them, no, they can't, then you're going to fast forward a month in your book, and you're going to put their name down for a 1-month follow-up, right? You're going to make yourself little notes to go back and follow up with people. So what I do is I flag people all through the month, and then when I start my book for the next month, right, at the beginning of October, I'm going to go back through September, and I'm going to bring all those names forward into October that I need to follow up with, right? It also means following up with your challengers and your coaches, right? So maybe you've had a few challengers that have fallen off track. You want to be keeping up with them. You're not going to message these people every week, and you're not going to message them every day. But if you have people that are in your challenge group right now, you should be checking in with them 2 times a week. Just 2 times a week to see how they're doing and see if they're on track, right? And as they progress, or if they fall off and they're not really interested in doing anything now, you still follow up with them at least maybe 2 times a month, and then down to one time a month, right? You still need to be following up with them. I always go back and check on some older challengers, always invite them to new groups just to see if they want to get back on board again, right? I always give them the opportunity. As you start growing your team, you're going to want to be checking in with your coaches as well. Again, you're not checking in with people every day, because this business is not about hand-holding people. We're not here to hand-hold anybody, right? This business is your business, which means it's your responsibility to learn what you need to do to build your business, right? We as coaches, as we grow our teams of our coaches, we're here to mentor people and guide them and give them the tools that they need to be successful, which are these new coach calls, our team calls. There's resources on your online office, YouTube, Google. They've all been my best friends, right? YouTube is a treasure trove. So it's always checking in with them. You know, you should be checking in with your coaches at least once a week. If they need help, they should come and ask, right? If they need help, because we're not mind readers. And generally, if you don't hear from your coaches, like myself, if I don't hear from coaches, then I just assume everything's okay, right? If you need help, you need to be able to say, hey, I need help with this. Instead of getting frustrated, girl, I'm super frustrated, I can't do this. That's not a professional. A professional, a business owner says, I'm not really sure how to do this, but can you help me through X, Y, and Z? I need to learn how to do that. Or can you direct me where I can find that? You've got to learn how to do it, okay? Posting on your social media, that's a business building activity, but not posting to post, right? Posting to post about something, talk about something, add value, right? Not just, hey, I got my workout in today. Telling somebody you got your workout in today does not help them. It doesn't help them. Were you struggling with anything when you woke up today? Not everybody wakes up and wants to work out, right? Were you struggling with something today? Were the kids going nuts today and getting in your way and you couldn't really get it in, but you did it anyway? What was going on? Remember, nobody wants to see a perfect life. That's why reality shows are so popular. That's why everyone wants to tune into the Kardashians, because it's like a train wreck all the time. People want to see real life, because that's what we connect with. We connect with the chaos and the shit that's going on around us. People don't connect with perfect. They don't connect with perfect, okay? They want to see real life. So make sure you're sharing real life. And I'll tell you, the things that you don't think people care about, like, I don't know, maybe there's like a string of dirty laundry down your hall floor. That's a post. Because if you take a picture of that dirty laundry that's down your floor, or if you take a picture of your like laundry basket that's been full of clean laundry for the last 4 days, but you just haven't got around to folding it because you hate folding laundry. If you take and make a post about that, I swear you'll probably have people coming out of the woodworks commenting on it, because nobody likes that. I swear I have dirty like clean laundry sitting in a laundry basket for like a week, I swear. Because nobody likes to fold it and put it away, right? That's the stuff people relate. You are going to be like, oh, I'd be too embarrassed to post that. But that's exactly what people relate with. Those little things, right? Those are the things that people relate to. So remember that when you're talking about posting on your social media. Because when those people comment on that type of picture, that gives you a whole hell of a lot of conversations to have with people, right? People will connect with real life before they'll connect with your fitness posts, right? People connect to real life, not your fitness posts, okay? Doing your workout and following your meal plan, that is a business activity. We are health and fitness coaches. Therefore, we need to be doing our workouts and being a product of the product and following our meal plan and getting our own results and sharing that, okay? So also, during the week, share your meal plans. Share your meal plan, or share what you're having for breakfast this week. Maybe on Monday you share what you have for breakfast. On Wednesday you share what you have for lunch. And then the next week on Monday you share what you're having for snacks this week. And then on Wednesday again, you share what you're having for suppers that week, right? Like, give them a recipe to follow, or take a picture with the containers beside it. You don't have to talk about the containers. Just the containers being in the picture alone is enough, because it creates that curiosity to be like, oh, what's that, right? Okay, so things that are not business building activities. These are not business building activities, okay? These are things that people do. I'm guilty, totally guilty, and I still do it now, so I'm totally guilty. Some things that people do that they think they're working their business, but really they're just wasting time. And when you do these things, you're going to be like, oh my God, I feel like I'm on my phone all the time. So when you say these things to me, just remember this. You're going to say these things out loud. You're going to be like, oh my God, I feel like I'm on my phone all the time. Oh my God, I feel like I'm on Facebook all the time. I feel like I'm working this business 24/7. If you are saying those things, then that means you are wasting time. You're wasting time. You have to set yourself some business hours and get a little bit more time management. And time management is something you can learn. Time management's not a skill that we're born with. It's something that we learn. So get some personal development around time management. Eat That Frog is a book. Eat That Frog is a book for time management, okay? So scrolling the Facebook newsfeed. If you're constantly scrolling the Facebook newsfeed, that is a time waster, okay? It is. You're wasting time, because that's not producing a business building activity. That's not a money-making activity. Basically, you got to think about this. If you're scrolling the newsfeed and you ask yourself, is this making me money? And it's not, then stop doing it. Okay? Stop doing it. You're talking too much to people and you're never inviting. Okay? You're talking too much to them. So what happens is, if we start talking too much to somebody, then the whole reason we started talking to them in the first place, they forget about it, and we have to start that conversation all over again and tell them about the groups and what it's all about. Like, you get off topic. It's too much. So as soon as you start talking to someone and you're talking to them for like 3 or 4 days, then give them the invite. Send them the invite, because you never know unless you ask. You never know if someone's interested unless you ask them. And then at least if you ask them, then it opens that conversation up to go in many, many different directions, okay? Posting once a day on Facebook and thinking that's enough. It's not enough. It's not. Because Facebook has these crazy algorithms that have us popping up on people's news feeds and things like that. So posting once a day, it's not enough to get you out there. You've got to be posting consistently at least 3 times a day, consistently, at least 3 to 5 times a day, right? Consistently. And when I say 3 to 5 times a day, you're going to be like, oh my God, I have no idea what to post. Listen, only one of those posts needs to be about either your workout or your food. Maybe 2. Maybe you can do one about your workout and one about your food if you find a really cool recipe you want to share. But only one post needs to be about your workout. And then maybe later on in the day, it's something where you take a picture about your life, or take a picture of you sitting at the soccer field watching your kids play soccer, and talk about how, the freedom of having this business is that you don't have to leave work anymore. You're not working shift work anymore, so you're able to go to your kids' soccer games more. And the best thing that you loved about this business is the freedom that you're not tied down to a desk, and you can, be working your business from your phone at your kids' soccer game and still be present at your kids' soccer game, right? Like, those are the type of things you need to think about, right? Those are the type of posts that resonate with the people that you're talking to, right? And scrolling the Facebook newsfeed. Did I say that one already? Yeah. We're all guilty of scrolling the Facebook newsfeed. We're all guilty of that one, okay? So what if I don't have time? So time is one of the biggest excuses that we all use. That's like a fail-safe excuse. I don't have time, I don't have time, I don't have time. And there's some people that may not. There might be some life situation that's going on in your life right now that is really consuming a lot of your time. And that's okay. It is. Because, again, this business is your business. Your business. So you need to work it around your life. You need to work it in the cracks of your life, right? So if that means, if you find your evenings are chaotic in the evening time and you really don't have time, then maybe you need to come to the conclusion that, hey, I'm going to need to start getting up a half an hour early so that I can do my power hour. And that's what you're going to have to do. Maybe it's, I'm going to have to stay up a half an hour later so I can get in my power hour. Then that might be what you have to do. Maybe it's when, your kids go down for a nap, or when you, whatever. I take time on my lunch hour at work, right? Like I take time during that lunch hour. I take time, right? It's whenever fits in for you. Maybe it's not a solid hour. Maybe you can't get in a solid hour. Maybe you really can only, maybe on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, you only can work a half an hour. Then great, a half an hour is better than 0, right? And then if that's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, maybe on Wednesday and Friday, you have more time. So you can do an hour on those days. And then maybe on Saturday and Sunday, you can do an hour or 2 hours, right? Like, that's how you have to see it. This is not a black and white, do as I say type of business. It's not. This business is how you want it to run. I can't say that enough, because I have people all the time say, oh, Colleen, I feel like I'm letting you down. You're not letting me down. It's not my goals that you're working towards. These are your goals. It's your business. So it's going to be what works for you. So if you can only do 10 minutes today, then 10 minutes is better than nothing. If you can get in an hour tomorrow, then that's perfect. Maybe on Saturday you get in 2 hours to make up for the time during the week. So don't focus on anyone else. This is your business. It's your time. You need to manage your time in your schedule, right? It has nothing to do with me. I'm going to be here doing my thing, running these trainings, and it's not about whether maybe you can't get into the training today and you can't watch it today. That's okay. Watch it tomorrow. That's okay. You're not letting anyone down by doing that. You're not. This is all about, the whole purpose of this business is to create more freedom for yourself. So don't ever feel like, oh my God, training's on Wednesday. I got to be there on Wednesday. And if you miss the training on Wednesday, you feel like a failure. No, if you miss the training on Wednesday, then just watch it on Thursday or Friday. It's okay. It's okay, right? So the thing to remember at the end of the day, though, at the end of the day, your income is directly reflected by the amount of people you help. Your income is directly reflected by the amount of people you help. So if you really want to build a business, then you need to spend more time on your business building activities, aka your power hour. Okay? So it's all relative. If you don't have a lot of time to spend in your business, then you may not grow as fast. And if you're okay with that, then that's okay. There's no timeline here. There's no timeline. I'm not imposing any timelines on anyone. I'm giving a training to everybody. Some people are going to run with it. Some people have more time to invest in it. Some people don't have that much time. And that's the beauty of this business, because it works for everybody. Okay? Just take the pressure off yourself. Take the pressure off yourself. You don't have to meet anybody's standards here. This is for you. Okay? So everybody has time. So if push comes to shove, and you really didn't have time today to do anything, right? You're like, oh my God, I haven't sent out any friend requests. I haven't talked to anybody. If you really push comes to shove, this is what I tell everyone. At the end of the day, so today is Wednesday. At the end of Wednesday, if you've had a shitload of a day and you haven't even turned on the computer or looked at your phone today, like it's just been like hell on wheels today, do not go to bed. Do not go to bed without at least sending out 5 invites. Because if all you can manage is 5 invites every single day, if that's all you can manage to do, your business will move forward. You will be in a totally different place than if you didn't invite anybody, okay? And so this is what I say to people. Even when you're at work, it doesn't matter what you are. It doesn't matter what you do. Me, I'm an office worker. There's nurses. There's people who work at Tim Hortons. You know, wherever you're at. Moms, when you go to the bathroom, take 2 minutes and send out 5 invites when you go to the bathroom. Just think about that. How can that move your business forward if you just committed to once a day? I mean, how many times do we go to the bathroom? Just once a day, when you're in the bathroom, copy and paste out 5 invites to people. Boom. That's going to move your business forward. It's going to change your business. Okay? So if that's the only one thing that you can manage to do each day, it's still a win. It's still a win, because doing something is better than nothing. That's the whole point of this business. This business is about consistency. So if you can at least do one thing every day, then you're going to move your business forward. Okay? All right. It's up to you. Right? So everything we've learned so far in these 4 new coach calls is super easy to do. Super easy to do. All we're doing is telling you to go out there and make some new friends, talk to people, like and comment on people's stuff, like be social, make some friends, right? And then invite them. Invite them to your groups. That's it. You're not doing anything weird. And it's super, super easy to do. These things are so easy to do, and they're just as easy not to do them. That's why people are like, I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and they get busy and they're like, I don't want to go on the computer tonight. And they let it go and they let it go. And then they wonder why they don't do anything in this business, or they wonder why nobody's joining them. Because you're not doing the things that you need to do. This business is up to you, okay? So the key to this business is discipline. It's discipline. It's logging onto the computer and sending those invites and talking to people, even on the days you don't want to, even on the days you feel shitty. Now, I will say this. If you're having a super bad day and you're super cranky, don't send invites out. Like, don't talk to people that day. Because what happens is if you talk to people, your crankiness is going to come through in your messages and they're going to pick up on that, okay? If you're feeling really frustrated in conversations and you're really, really frustrated with someone, stop talking to them, because like for that day until you're in a happier mood, and then go back, because that frustration is going to come through in your messages. However you're feeling, whatever your mood is, if you're really down and depressed that day, that mood is going to come through in your messages when you're talking to people, and those people aren't going to want to talk to you. Okay, so make sure you got some music blaring in the background, get all happy, and then get into conversations with people, right? So it doesn't matter what kind of mood you're in, you can send out invites, because that's just, a copy and paste. Hey, if you want to join my group, that's not an invite. Don't copy that off me, but I'm just saying. But it's okay. Like if someone messages me right now, I don't have to answer them back right now. If this isn't my time to work, then I don't got to answer them back. That's what we need to learn here. Just because someone messages you right now doesn't mean you need to answer them right now, right? You don't want that, okay? Because if you're always available for people, then no one's going to value your time, right? Like we all have lives, right? We all have lives. We're not on our phones 24/7. So schedule a time, your business hours, and stick to those business hours. Tell your family, talk to your spouse, make sure they know when your business hours are, right? And that's when you work. So business hours, right? Or discipline. So even on the days you don't want to, showing up and doing it anyway, because that's the only way you're going to reach your goals, right? Is showing up and doing the work. We all know that nothing is handed to us in this life. The only way we're going to get to where we want to go is by hard work. And owning your own business is no different. It takes hard work and it takes discipline, right? So that's where you want to really know what your why for doing this business is. Like, what is your why? Why are you doing this business, right? What are you working towards? What do you want to work towards? Do you want to work towards a full-time income? Do you want to work towards retiring your husband? Do you want to work towards making sure, the kids can pick any university they want and you can afford it? Do you want to maybe work towards surprising your family with a trip to Disneyland, or Disney World, or a trip anywhere? Like maybe you're saving, maybe you just want to make some extra money aside so that you can take family vacations every year, right? Like, what is it that you want to work towards? Because whatever it is you want to work towards, and if it means something to you, then that will mean you're going to be willing to get up and go to work on the days that you don't feel like going to work, right? That's important. Okay, now we're into the good stuff, the importance of Emerald. Emerald is one of the best. It's not really the best. Diamond is the best, but Emerald is the gateway. Emerald is the gateway to get you there, right? Emerald's like the start of opening your business. Like as soon as you turn Emerald, it's like, okay, I now have a business. I have a couple of coaches. I'm now a leader and I'm running a business, right? Diamond is where it all kicks off and everything else. I mean, I've always said to myself, why would you want to be Emerald when you could be a diamond? Diamond just sounds cool, right? But Emerald's where it all starts, okay? Emerald's the first step in your business, okay? So when you achieve Emerald, it's simply you, and then see the picture here. It's you. You've got a coach here on your left and a coach on your right leg, and there's you. You turn Emerald. Turn like a little green man. So the importance of Emerald, once you get to Emerald, one is that you've officially kicked off your business. You can start receiving team cycle bonuses, and a team cycle bonus is when we earn money, income, off of the, I wouldn't say productions, like we are all linked together, like we're all tied together, right? Our businesses are all tied together. So whatever someone else, their team, whatever they're all producing, or whatever they're all, as many people as they help with, they're producing, all comes up, right? So it all flows up. So that means we as a team all benefit off of each other's businesses, okay? So as we're building our businesses, we each get the opportunity to earn a team cycle bonus. And at Emerald, you can earn up to $250 a week extra above any challenge packs or anything else that you are earning in commission wise, okay? Above your own income. You also, when you're at Emerald, and if you hit Success Club, either Success Club 5 or Success Club 10, then you're going to get free leads from Beachbody. So the free leads are anyone who buys off of the infomercials, anyone who goes just to the internet and buys, anyone that goes to Amazon and buys, all those people get linked to a free coach. They all get a free coach. They probably don't know they do, but they all get a free coach. So if you're at Emerald and you're hitting Success Club, then that's a signal to Beachbody, hey, this person is serious about her business and she wants to work her business, so we're going to reward her by giving her free leads. So at Success Club 5, you might get people who've signed up for the Beachbody On Demand. You might get someone who's bought, 21-day fix through Amazon, any of those. If you hit Success Club 10, you're going to get leads that have gone to the Shakeology website and bought Shakeology. And if you get those leads actually earn you commission. You will get the commission off of that Shakeology sale, okay? So super important. Success Club 10 is where everyone should be aiming for. Now, who were my first two coaches? So when I turned Emerald really quick, because when I first signed up, I was like, okay, what do I got to do? Because my goal was to turn it into an income for myself so that I could leave my job, right? So I was like, okay, what do I got to do? What's my first step? What do I got to do? I was so gung-ho that I was like, just tell me. And my coach was like, you got to get to Emerald. Emerald is like the first step. It's a non-negotiable. You got to get to Emerald. And I was like, okay. And I didn't know how to do that. I didn't know anything. My coach did not help me. I didn't have new coach calls like this. I didn't have any getting started right call. I didn't have any training calls. I had none of this. I did it all on my own. YouTube was my best friend. Literally, YouTube was my best friend. That's where I did all my trainings. So my first two coaches, and yours as well, could be any family member. Could be your spouse, could be a friend, it could be your parent, could be your sister, your brother, your mother-in-law, could be anybody, okay? Do they have to work the business? No. They could simply be signing up just to get a discount on Shakeology and helping you advance your business. So when I signed up my first two coaches, my first coach was my mom, because I sat down and told her what I was doing. She wanted to do 21-day fix herself because I wasn't living near her, so she needed her own copy. We were doing it together at the house, but I was just visiting. And I sat her down and said, listen, if you're going to get the 21-day fix in Shakeology, I want to sign you up as a discount coach, which simply means that you're going to help me advance my business and you're going to get 25% off your Shakeology. And she was like, yeah, for sure, totally. It's your mom, right? Why is she going to say no to you, right? Or it could have been my dad, or, I don't really have any brothers and sisters that I could ask, but if you have close brothers and sisters in that, you can ask them. The other person I asked was a really good friend of mine. We had worked in insurance together before. And I called her up and I was like, oh my God, I just totally found this awesome opportunity. I'm doing the 21-day fix program and I'm going to be able to help other people get set up. And if I get them set up, I can earn an income with it. I think it would be totally a lot of fun. You and I worked together before and we were super awesome together as a team. And I would love you to have you a part of my team. You could be my right-hand man. It'd be so awesome. And that's exactly the phone conversation I had with her. That's exactly it. I was that excited. And I was like, you could be my right-hand man. Can you imagine? We'd kill it at this business. Blah, blah, blah. That's exactly what I said to her. And she was like, yeah. She's like, I've been wanting to do the 21-day fix anyway. Totally. Sign me up. I'm in. Okay. Boom. Turn Emerald. Within a week of signing up, I turned Emerald. I had never been in a challenge group. I had never been in a challenge group when I first started. I haven't even started my first challenge group yet. I'd only signed up, and a week later I was Emerald, because I was told to get to Emerald, and that's what I went out and did. So it's all in your mind. You only make it hard if you make it hard for yourself, okay? My mom never worked the business. Of course she didn't, okay? And my friend, she never worked the business. She never opened up she never even did the program. I don't even think she drank her Shakeology. Like, she never did anything. But she hung around long enough for me to sign up somebody else and make sure I stayed Emerald. So, not everybody's going to work the business that you sign up, and that's totally okay. And there's a lot of people that might just, maybe they're struggling financially and they could use the discount, right, off Shakeology. I mean, first of all, who doesn't want to get a discount on Shakeology? Come on. And secondly, maybe, down the road, earning a bit of extra money to help pay for their Shakeology might be an option for them down the road. So you never discount anybody. Just keep offering it to them. So the importance of getting to Emerald. So the big bonus of being Emerald, the big bonus, is you have an opportunity to double your income. Yes, I just said you have an opportunity to double your income. So how I did that was I signed up Dave. I first signed up my mom, and I was actually, in the beginning, I was actually using my mom as another me. So when I signed my mom up, I went in just like I did my own account, and I went in and I put my banking information in there, all of that. I set her up as a coach, put in my banking information, did all of that. So as I started to grow and I started to getting more challengers, I started putting a few challengers under her, which means now I earned a check. I earned an income under her account, but then because I did that, it helped me team cycle in my account, which means I earn more money in my account. So long story short, I had a huge falling out with my mom, and I had to cancel her account. And because I had to do that, I signed up Dave. And I signed up Dave on my weak leg, because you need someone on your weak leg, and your spouse is your perfect person to put on your weak leg, because it lets you double your income. It creates you plus somebody else. So now you have two bank accounts. So as I'm growing, I'm always focusing on my account first. And as I grow, I start putting the occasional challenger. And as I get new coaches, I put some coaches under Dave as well, so that grows his account. So we're now working this business. He's technically not working this business. He is me, right? So because Beachbody allows you plus two, right? So you're allowed under Beachbody's structure that if your spouse is signed up, you are allowed to be your spouse. You can work your spouse's account. So it allows us to earn two paychecks, because I earn the commissions off of whatever challenge packs I put under Dave. And then because it's under Dave, he helps me team cycle, which helps me earn more money on my paychecks. So I actually start earning a higher income in my account, and then I earn a paycheck under his account. So his account right now is team cycling. So it's helping me team cycle. So I actually earn a bigger income because he is signed up under me. And then down the road, it opens up a whole lot more doors for you. But that is the simplest explanation as to why to sign up your spouse. It's a huge business move, okay? So basically, I have two of me now. So there's two of me that I get to work with. It also gives me great control over my business, because I can, as I grow, if I grow his account along with me, it really starts to help us together, right? So eventually, I can retire, and I can retire him, because we'll be creating two incomes for ourselves, right? So this week's assignment, all right? This week's assignment is start following your power hour. So you can do a solid hour, or do 30 minutes here and there, 15 minutes, whatever you need to do. Set business hours for yourself. Set yourself some business hours, and then tell your spouse about it. Talk to them about it. Tell them, hey, listen, I've started this business because this is what I want for our family. This is how I see our future going. This is why I'm working this business. Tell your spouse what you see for your future, why you're doing this, so that they understand, so that when you are working, they know why you're working, okay? They know why you're doing this. So let's say you set business hours is from 9 till 10 p.m. at night. Tell your spouse that from 9 till 10 p.m. at night, I'm going to work this business. At 10:30, if I don't come out of the office at 10:30, you have my permission to come in and take me off the computer and tell me it's time to walk away, okay? So have them be involved in some way, right? So that they don't feel as though you're ignoring them and that you're just on Facebook all the time, right? They need to know why you're on Facebook, okay? And then set a goal to get to Emerald ASAP. Get to Emerald. Tell me the date you want to get to Emerald by, post it on our team page. Next step is Emerald, right? Get to Emerald. Okay, so the thing is, Emerald, getting to Emerald or getting to Diamond is all a mindset thing. It's easy. Getting to Emerald is easy. Getting to Diamond is easy. It's just in your mind that we put too much pressure on ourselves to get there, but it's not. Getting to Diamond is just going Emerald, turning Emerald again, 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 and then teaching your coaches how to go to Emerald, how to go to Emerald, how to go to Emerald. This business is about duplication, right? There's nothing that we're doing here that's nobody else can do, right? This is all something that you can learn, right? Because the thing about coaching is it doesn't take any special talent to do what we're doing here, okay? It doesn't take any special talent. Anybody can drink a shake. Anybody can work out. Anybody can start a conversation with somebody. Anybody can go invite somebody. Anybody can run a challenge group, right? Everything that we do is learned. These are all learned skills, okay? So as long as you stay consistent, you're open to learning, and you stay disciplined with it, you can do this. Anybody can do this, okay? So don't feel as though you need, oh, I'm not talented enough to do that. I'm not talented enough to do videos. I'm not talented. It doesn't take any talent, okay? This is stuff that we've all learned. These are all skills that you can learn, okay? It's just having the patience and taking the time to learn them. And this business is about patience, right? It's about patience because it's not about the immediate, it's going to happen today. This business is about, it's about building relationships and, you know, having the patience down the road that maybe people aren't ready now, but they will be, right? So let's get to Emerald, all right? And now the next step from here, once this training's done, our next step is our Emerald training. And in our Emerald training, we're going to go a little bit further into posting on Facebook. What does a value post mean? How can you reword your post a little bit to add a little value in there and get people involved, and talk about inviting a little bit more, and talk about objections and things like that. We'll get a little bit more involved in it and get a little bit more where you can post some things, ask questions, and get some feedback on that. All right. So I'm excited. This is it. This is the next. So this was the first step. The next step is your Emerald training. Okay. So let's get to Emerald so we can go do our Emerald training. All right. All right, guys. As always, it's a pleasure, and I will see you in the group. Bye now.